Thanks for all the speakers and all the what I learned today. Actually, it's a lot, and we look at AI now differently. To be honest, it was we never looked at it that deep. Uh, yeah, at the block, I would love to share a very short video, 1 minute video, and then I would go through the story, how we can help, how we help students. Please, if the video can be played.
The virtual asset economy is expanding, but access remains a challenge. Capital is scattered, compliance is complex, and real community, the kind that drives outcomes, is hard to find. In a space full of ambition, too many innovators lack the structure to grow. Meeting these challenges takes more than vision, it takes structure. Now, in a city that stands as a beacon of tomorrow, a new frontier emerges. This is TheBlock. TheBlock is not a platform, it is a chamber. Created for the people building the next economy of virtual assets. From regulation to reputation, we move builders forward by providing access to capital, compliance, and community. We bring together companies, institutions, and operators across the full value chain. Our curated network, global reach, and trusted deal flow reflect the demand for structured collaboration in a noisy space. Whether it's capital, licensing, media, or infrastructure, we connect builders with what they need, when they need it, accelerating their path to success. Because growth doesn't happen in isolation, it happens at TheBlock.
The journey started like 7 years ago that I moved a lot into real tokenization. We started luckily with art. It was a great successful project in collaboration of the museum in Vienna, the Belvedere Museum. We did a Gustav Klimt tokenization. It was really a great experience for me to see that the young generation that would visit the museum anymore, especially the ones living there, not as a tourist, they would go back and hold their share in front of that beautiful painting that is hanging there, a price of 250 million euro that nobody could afford it. And they were making selfies that we are a co-owner of this great piece in a museum, and even increased the footfall at the same time. And it was a time that the museum needed the finance. And then we thought, okay, now most of the museums in Europe, they run on donation. Then we thought, okay, why we don't help smaller people also to donate? Because being in an event in a museum every year as an investor, it's very honorable. It feels good. And then we opened the doors to had small investors. Everybody could chip in with 250 euro, and they could become a part of the donors and going into that investor platform. The same thing happened. We moved into real estate. We moved into all type of different various assets. The idea is bringing the human, again, everybody in a way that they could invest in bigger investments, which they dream of, whether it's a painting, whether it's a property that they cannot own, and especially working a lot for the youngsters to do saving plans that every month they can buy like 0.2 square meters of a property, and then we show them that in 19 years you would be able to own a property. It's bringing hope and making the global market access. For some people, is a dream to fly to US and invest something there. Now we are enabling that movement mainly. And through the platforms, what at TheBlock we do is we connect people. We connect everyone. We had failures in the last 7 years of projects. We fell into even some scams, what is very common in the crypto world. And then I found out, okay, why we don't create a chamber, bring all the ecosystem partners that they can add value and support all the projects instead of doing only our own projects, bring more transparency to the market. We opened also, it's the first time bringing virtual asset in retail. We started in Dubai now with 1,500 square meter of retail space that is going to be the hang around place and meeting place for all those people that they're involved into the virtual assets to make it more real. At the end of the day, virtual assets is not virtual. The people are behind it. We thought starting there, opening up different offices now globally. And then also football clubs, they are approaching. We are trying to bring every fan, every small investor an opportunity to be able to invest in their favorite assets. And that was the first move. Now, with having the young generation that they want to own everything virtually in wallets, we work a lot on the security. We use a lot of AI and integration of security for the kids. That what they invest in, is it real? The wallets are safe, because we all know it has not been a market in the last 7, 8 years. 90% of the projects have been unfortunately scam. That's where we come in game. We audit. We make sure that everything is clear, and we would certify the projects that they run through our company. The same time is that the startup scene has not been easy. Everybody who has a startup or started an initiation of a company, they always suffer. The problem is the fundraising process looks easy. Everybody would put you on a limbo, and it takes months to get a real answer and whether they come in or not. When you give your major share off to another entrepreneur, then they become your boss. Then you're not anymore an entrepreneur. Happened twice with me. I was younger, excited, raised capital. I was keeping 20% in the company. Nobody was helping me, but they would ask me every day, "What are you doing? Why you don't perform?" The feeling of being an entrepreneur, it was gone. It was like more, I'm working for a bigger corporate because they lend me the money. And to avoid that, also, we have started a platform that we fundraise for smaller startups and anyone can come to us and say, I want to fundraise, but it's from the community. And it's not like the crowdfunding, which we all know about it. Crowdfunding is a term sheet. This is a tokenized share. It means I really own it. I have it in my wallet. There is a voting going on. You can always ask people, ask your shareholders in the public, do you want me to do this, or get public opinion? And then you have multiple shareholders. One of the projects that is very personal to me, I love producing wine. It was a dream. And then I thought, okay, I started 5 years ago in North Italy, in Treviso, a small village called Roncade. And then our neighbor land, they wanted to sell it. And that was very bad for me because it was the uncle of my partner and it would be difficult. Then I thought, okay, I don't have the cash available. It was 4 years ago. What should I do? I said, why I don't tokenize it and sell the shares to all the people who buy my product. And we tokenized it in 2 weeks. We raised 1.6 million. We bought the land. Now I have 1,740 partners that most of them, they get the product and some of them get the dividend of it. And it's a very beautiful feeling to have 1,600 partners on that. And that moment, I thought, what we are really missing in the world is also farming. We forget that having farmers nearby has been a great pleasure to all of us. We all miss that great food product that we know the farmer and is delivered nearby. Most of them, they are suffering on finance. Now, one of my major mission and visions is to tokenize farms that they are suffering. And instead of you getting dividends because the farmers wouldn't be able to do those type of financial transaction, you get the product you want. We have started an olive garden in Greece, very successful. You choose how much olive oil you consume per year, and that's the money you need to put in, and then you get your shares out of the farming. It's the way that we want to change the technology to cater all what we missed, all what we were. Even the smell of the cucumber at home or a tomato, we miss it all. It's like everything going industrial. We need to stop it. One more example of because I'm not here to. It's just examples and experience that I had. I'm sharing that where it really these type of technologies help. There was a project in Romania that they did not want to allow built up of green energy within that region because of the sound of the turbines. And the whole area they were against. And what happened, we tokenized that project, that the village would actually get profit out of the solar system and the turbines that they are putting on. And now they are mostly a very large fan of what they did. Because it's a profit for that area. It's a profit to grow that field, and they all accepted it. And now the farm is running, the city is earning money, and the people are very happy because they co-own it. And that's where we come in place. I would love to invite everyone to support all the green techs that we are getting involved. We have a portfolio of great projects, anytime can be shared. And any startups also, anybody want to do fundraising, we are always available. Let us know which type of fundraising, which type of equity you want to offer. And these are the two major aspects that we can get involved, or any other products that you guys want to monetize it within tokenization. The process is not easy. The process is very complicated, especially the legality of it, because anything you touch mostly falls under securities law. And that's why we need to create and we need to expand it. And we have acquired licenses around the globe that we can actually distribute securities, digitals, within the market globally. And that's one of the biggest advantages, the KYC AML, the whole law integration into the platforms. And on all those matters, we could be very supportive. Also, on-ramp, off-ramp, if you don't know, is most of the European banks would close your account if you have anything to do with a Bitcoin or something related to that. Those problems we have gone through. We have a team working with us. We have the 100 top lawyers globally, that they are the top blockchain lawyers. They are members of our association. And we are not a non-profit. We always charge an advisory normally, but the point is connectivity is what we do with heart, with love, and we want this industry to grow. Soon we're going to open operations also in Europe. And in Vienna, we have the office already, but we are going Berlin and then Miami. And anybody, anything, when you hear about virtual assets, remember me, Farbod, anytime on WhatsApp, and let me know how we can help. We have a good team. And once more, thank you so much. Thank you for organizing this great event, and wish everybody a good evening.